There's of course been a lot of moves since the 2015-16 season, a lot of stars switching teams, a lot of dynasties starting and ending. And over these past 4 seasons, I will be covering these past 4 seasons all throughout the seasons, the playoffs, and the off seasons, and really breaking down, recapping the last 4 seasons, seeing how much the NBA has changed, what superstars have moved, players that have over 3 teams in the last 4 seasons, starting with the 2015 Championship Warriors. At this point, after Steph Curry's 2015 regular season MVP and championship, and LeBron's 4th finals loss, a lot of people are looking at Steph Curry as the best player on the planet. Of course, he's the best shooter in the NBA, second to his Splash Brother partner and championship partner, backcourt, the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. After LeBron's 4th finals loss, people can't help to say Curry has taken the crown from LeBron, and LeBron is still top 5. Obviously top 3, but Curry's on top. This is a lot of people's mindset after the 2015 playoffs. The Cavs started off the 2015-16 season with their all-star point guard Kyrie Irving being injured. He only went on to play something like 53 games this season because he fractured his kneecap in Game 1 of the 2015 finals. Even though the 2015-2016 Cavs started the season 30-11 with David Blatt and LeBron had their personalities just didn't match. Player-coach relationship wasn't good. David Blatt always felt like the Cavs cared more about LeBron than David Blatt. I don't know why David Blatt even had this complaint. Obviously, they cared more about LeBron than the coach. This is when they bring in Tyronn Lue. Despite starting the season 30-11 with David Blatt, he's fired because LeBron's not happy with him. Right behind the Cleveland Cavaliers, you got the Toronto Raptors in the 2015-2016 season. DeMar and Lowry are still running things here, and DeRozan goes on to be an All-Star reserve this season. And while DeRozan is All-Star reserve, Lowry gets the starting spot because Kyrie's, of course, out due to his knee being messed up from Game 1 of the finals. Lowry gets a spot, and DeRozan and Lowry doing pretty good in the East, but LeBron's still standing there, so Toronto fans still do have some false hope, but hope nonetheless. Dwayne Wade is, of course, still in the Heat, and he's still averaging 19 points per game. He's still pretty good in his second year without LeBron James. Dwayne Wade goes on to be an all-star starter, while him and Chris Bosh are helping keep the Heat afloat post-LeBron era. The Atlanta Hawks are still doing well with Teague, Horford, Korver, and Millsap coming off a 60-win season, which was always a surprise to people because they don't really have a lone star. It's just getting everyone involved in teamwork that really led them to their 60 wins. But we all know what happened to them in the playoffs, getting swept by LeBron and the Cavs in the conference finals. They never really stood a chance against the Cavs, even though they won 60 games. Going further down to the East, actually all the way to the bottom, you got the 76ers, who go 10-72 this season as Embiid misses the second straight season after being picked 3rd overall by the Philadelphia 76ers. On the Western Conference side, you got the Warriors, who start off their historic regular season, coming off the championship in 2015 with Curry as a regular season MVP. And again, a lot of people are starting to think that Steph Curry is the best player in the world and has taken the crown from one LeBron James. Over in San Antonio, the Spurs and Tim Duncan begin to pass the torch to Kawhi as the Spurs' next franchise player to keep the winning culture alive in San Antonio. Of course, the Spurs, they trust Kawhi to do it, and so does Tim Duncan because of the 2014 finals. And Kawhi has proven he's a young star in the league with his finals MVP in 2014 against Bron's Heat. The OKC Thunder are still fighting for their championship after the short finals L in 2012 to LeBron James. Lob City is also still alive for the Clippers with the core of DJ, CP3, and Blake Griffin. Blake only plays 35 games this season due to various injuries, but Lob City is still there and still competing in the West. To finish out the West, you got Dame and CJ still hooping in Portland. Lillard averages 25 a game along with 6.8 assists. CJ 20.8 points a game. Harden averages a near 30. In Houston, obviously as a franchise player, and Kobe on his last legs, ready to complete a Hall of Fame career, and him along with Tim Duncan retire this season. For Rookie of the Year, to start off the 2015-16 awards, you got Karl Anthony Towns, and many people were believing that the Timberwolves have one of the best young cores in the NBA, with Cat, Wiggins, and LaVine as their young trio. Most improved player MIP goes to CJ with the jump from 6.8 points to 20.8 points with a 14-point increase next to Dame Lillard in Portland. CJ is your MIP. Sixth Man of the Year, you got Jamal Crawford averaging 14 off the bench. Kawhi Leonard with the Defensive Player of the Year, and Curry with back-to-back MVPs. This time, it's unanimous. The start of the 2016 playoffs, the Spurs vs. Grizzlies on the Western Conference side of things. Kawhi Leonard averages 21.5 points efficiently in an easy 4-game sweep with the Spurs over the Grizzlies because Mike Conley had an early or middle of the regular season back injury, which cut his regular season to 56 games. So the Grizzlies didn't have their star point guard Mike Conley in the starting lineup, so this is a big reason why they didn't even take a game against the Spurs. And continuing with injuries, Portland beats the Clippers in 6 as CP3 and Blake only play 4 out of 6 games in this series. And to finish out the Western Conference, OKC beats Dallas and Golden State beats Houston, both in 5 games. For the Eastern Conference first round, the Cavs sweep the Pistons as Kyrie averages 27.5 for this first round series. Hawks beat the Celtics in 6 games, and Miami over Charlotte and Toronto over Indiana, both in 7 games. For the Western Conference second round, OKC beats the Spurs in 6 games as KD and Russ average 28.5 points and 25.2 points. Both shoot inefficiently from 3 though. Also, Russ shoots a low 37.6% from the field this second round. But the Thunder do happen to advance and eliminate San Antonio. Also, the Warriors beat the Portland Trailblazers in 5 games. On the Eastern Conference side of things, Kyle Lowry plays like the best Raptor in the series, averaging 23 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2.6 steals, as the Raptors beat the Heat in 7 games. Even though the Heat lose, D-Wade still averages 24 points for the series, 6 rebounds, 3.6 assists, and 1 steal. The Cavs continue, and they go 8-0 in these 2016 playoffs and sweep the Atlanta Hawks. Now the 2 conference finals matchups for these 2016 playoffs are the Warriors and the Thunder, and for the Eastern Conference, the Cavs and the Raptors. The Raptors have their best season with Rosen and Lowry, but the Cavs do end up beating the Raptors in 6 games. The series goes back and forth. None of the games are really close. The Cavs take game 1, 115-84, and start the series 2-0. And Kyrie's the leading scorer for game 1 and 2. The Raptors take the next 2 games. DeRozan drops 32 and Bismack Biyombo a crazy 26 boards, and the Raptors beat the Cavs 99-84 in game 4. Game 4 is Toronto over Cleveland, 105-99. The Cavs then close up the series, win game 5 and 6. 116-78 in Game 6, 113-87, as the Raptors have another disappointing season from the hands of LeBron. Toronto fans, again, had hope at the start of the playoffs with the Raptors. This is the Raptors' year, but LeBron kills that hope once again. On the Western Conference side of things for the conference finals, the Thunder go 3-1, winning games 1, 3, and 4, with Westbrook leading scoring in game 1, Durant game 3, and back to Russ for game 4. This is where everything goes downhill for the Thunder, and the Warriors win game 5. Durant and Westbrook on the Thunder still drop 40 and 31 points, but they both shoot under 40% from the field. Game 6 is 108-101 in the Warriors' favor as Klay drops 41 points on 61% from 3. The Warriors completed the down 3-1 comeback in the Western Conference Finals of 2016 against the Thunder and close out Game 7 96-88 as Curry drops 36 on great efficiency. Now the Cavs and the Warriors meet again in the finals for the second year in a row, and LeBron James gets a chance to take his crown back from Steph Curry as the best player in the world. This can be regarded as the best finals of all time. The 2016 finals, the first two games of the series aren't very close, as the Warriors take both games, with game 1 being 104-89 and game 2 being 110-77. The Cavs bounce back in game 3 and blow the Warriors out by 30, and LeBron has game high 32 along with Kyrie's 30 and 8. Golden State takes control back in the series in game 4 with Curry's 38, and LeBron's 25, 13 and 9 along with Kyrie's 34 isn't enough, and the Cavs go down 3-1. Everyone thinks the series is over, but after the Warriors come back from down 3-1, they blow a 3-1 lead to the Cavs as the Cavs go on to win 3 games in a row. In Game 5, LeBron and Kyrie combined for 82 points, 41 each. Draymond is suspended for this game after the league issued a flagrant 1 in Game 4. Many people say if Draymond is not suspended from this game, then the Warriors would take Game 5 and win the series, but we will never know. LeBron then takes his crown back from Steph Curry as the best player in the world, and your 2016 champions are the Cleveland Cavaliers. Your finals MVP is LeBron James, as he averages 29.7 points, 11.3 rebounds, and 8.9 assists, 2.6 steals, and 2.3 blocks. This is one of the most epic Game 7s of all time. With 1 minute 50 seconds left, LeBron has the most iconic block of all time and chases down Iggy and blocks his layup. Also with 53 seconds left, Kyrie makes the biggest shot of his career and hits a 25-foot three-pointer over Steph Curry. After this playoff run, LeBron asserts himself as the best player in the world once again. The 2016 offseason featured one of the weakest moves of all time by any superstar. After KD and Westbrook were one game away from the NBA Finals, KD decided to sign a 2-year $54.5 million deal with the Golden State Warriors after he lost to them in the conference finals. D-Wade goes home to Chicago and teams up with his Marquette teammate on a 2-year $47.5 million deal. LeBron signs a $100 million 3-year deal with the Cavs, and for extensions, Harden signs a 4-year $118 million extension. CJ McCollum 4 years $106 with the Blazers, and finally Westbrook signs a 3-year $85 million deal with the Thunder. For other deals, DeMar, Beal, and Drummond re-up with their respective teams, and the most important pick of the 2016 draft is Ben Simmons to the 76ers. Other notable picks are Brandon Ingram and Jaylen Brown to the Lakers and the Celtics. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Roshan with Hoops Times 2. Subscribe if you're new. This is part 1 of a 4-part series recapping the last 4 seasons. This was just 2015-2016 season. Of course, part 2, 2016-2017. Subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified when I post part 2. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Peace out.